Hi, I'm Jen Gasper, and I'm a coach with Hurricane Marketing Enterprises. And today on this episode of Coach's Corner, I'm going to talk to you about ideas for sponsored activities. Have you ever been thinking about the sponsored activities that you could potentially do for residents and communities and have a really hard time of coming up with something to do or something different to do month after month after month? Well, I'm here to show you a couple of wonderful examples of activities that I did in all types of communities when I was a marketer, and they were received so well, not only by the residents, but also by the rest of the staff. So here's another activity that you can do. This would go really well for like a community happy hour. Sometimes when I was in the industry as a marketing rep, I found it that I would have to schedule a few months maybe in advance, or maybe about 6 weeks in advance, in order to get on their activities calendar, because they already had things planned. So let's see, right now it's the middle of December. Most activity directors would have their activity calendar done all the way through January. And so if I said, I have an amazing idea of a game that I can lead and I can sponsor one of your happy hours. And so this is all about a wine and cheese tasting, or just a wine and cheese party that they could do for happy hour. If you wanted to, you could change it up for beer. But watch as we enact this game out, and you can see how we're going to make this fun and interactive while they're enjoying their beverages and their cheese. All right, everybody. Now that you've gotten your wine and your cheese and your crackers, we're going to play a little game. And just so you know, I do have a prize for the person who gets the highest score. And that's something we'll give out at the end. So get your competition on and let's go. I'll explain how to play the game. I am going to read you a list of topics, and you are going to have 60 seconds to think of as many things within that topic that you can in the 60 seconds, okay? And that's what I'm going to explain so far. And by the way, if you have a lot of people, you can do this individually or you can have them pair up. It really depends on what you want to do. All right, so the first topic is, because this is the wine and cheese tasting, things that are made with cheese. And go. All right. I'm going to stop here in an essence of time. So I gave them 30 seconds. Normally I would give everybody 60 seconds. So we're going to continue on with the play. Okay, you've had 60 seconds to think of things that are made from cheese. So Nick, can I ask you to volunteer to read the first one on your list?
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. Does anybody else have mac and cheese on their list? No? Nobody? Okay, so you get a point because that was an original answer that nobody else has. What's the next one on your list, Nick?
Lasagna.
Lasagna. Does anybody else have lasagna?
Nice.
Nick, you get another point.
Killing it.
All right, what's the next thing on your list?
Pizza.
Pizza. Does anybody else have pizza? I don't know what Jen has on her paper here, but okay, you get another point, Nick.
All right. Next one was cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. Nope. Another point. Nobody else has cheeseburger. Okay.
And the last one was sandwiches.
A sandwich.
A sandwich. Okay. So now both of you have a sandwich that is a non-original answer, so you need to cross that off your list, and you need to, you don't get a point for that. Okay. So then I would move on to the next person. Did anybody else have any unique answers that Nick didn't say already?
Cheesecake.
Does anybody else have cheesecake?
No, I want cheesecake.
If somebody had cheesecake, they would all cross it off. If not, it's an original answer. Jen gets the point. What else do you have on your list?
Well, I have grilled cheese, which is basically a sandwich, too.
Grilled cheese. Okay. So you keep playing like that. And I have other topics. For instance, types of cheese would be the next one. Things you can put on top of a cracker. And occasions for drinking wine. And this one, I'm actually going to have Jen and Nick, I'm going to give them a couple of minutes to play this. So think of as many things that you can for this category. Things people might say as a result of drinking too much wine. Go. I'm watching them write their answers. They're funny. Okay, stop. Jen, let's start with you. What's one thing on your list that you might say as a result of drinking too much wine?
I love you.
I love you. Very good. Does anybody else have I love you? Okay. You get a point for that. How about the next one?
You're pretty.
You're pretty. Oh, they both have you're pretty. Cross that off. You don't get a point for that.
Let's dance.
Let's
I
dance.
did not have that.
Okay, you get a point for that one. What else do you have?
Where am I?
Where am I? Do you have that one, Nick?
No.
Okay, you get a point for that, Jen.
Where's my phone?
That is a good one, Nick. Do you have where's my phone?
No.
Okay, you get a point for that, Jen.
I missed you.
I missed you. Okay, do you have that one, Nick?
Nope.
All right, and what else?
And the last one is I love that song.
I love that song. Okay, Nick, what did you have?
I can't see straight.
I can't see straight. Very good. How about
I need to go to the bathroom.
I need to go to the bathroom, definitely. And what else?
I am so hungry.
I am so hungry. Okay, so you guys total up your points, your most original answers, and then we have a winner. So how many do you have total, Jen?
7.
7. Nick, how many do you have?
Counting the first one?
Counting the first one. It's all total.
I got 7 too.
You got 7 too? This is great because guess what? Now I can talk about what to do in case of a tie. So you can save a question aside in case there is a tie like this, or me being super prepared for everything I do. I usually have a couple of prizes, and so I'll just give a prize to both the top 2 players. So that's it. I have lots of ideas to share. If anybody ever has any questions, feel free to contact us, and we're happy to share. Thank you.